Thank you for your interest in becoming a volunteer at the Humane Society of El Paso. Our volunteers are essential to our organization. We couldn't do it without them. They help with different assignments such as kennel cleaning, laundry, enrichment, customer service, offsite adoptions, and special events. The HSEP was founded in 1947 in order to help combat the rabies epidemic that was going on in our area. In 1949, we moved to our location at 925 Shelter Place. Once the rabies cases in the 60s declined, HSEP focused on adoptions, education, and public awareness. In 2008, we relocated to our current facility at 4991 Fred Wilson, and in 2009, our governing board and executive director made the decision to become a no-kill shelter. This meant that no animal, healthy or treatable, would ever be euthanized, even when the shelter reached capacity. Our facility houses approximately 200 animals, not counting any of the ones in our foster departments. The Humane Society of El Paso is a private 501c3 nonprofit organization. We rely on donations, grants, fundraisers, and service fees to continue our mission. Our volunteer program is divided into 5 programs: shelter, short-term, retail cat care, nursery, and court-ordered. Volunteers that join our shelter program must be able to commit at least 3 scheduled shifts a month for a minimum of 6 months. Volunteers will train one-on-one with staff in order to move up to the different tiers in this program. White shirts are entry-level volunteers. Animal handlers are trained volunteers that are able to walk animals at our facility or take them on our hiking trips. Adoption counselors are volunteers that are able to help customers with finding their next family member. Site lead is the highest position a volunteer can hold. They are trained to run adoption events out in the community. Our short-term volunteer program is focused for students that need community service hours or volunteers that are not able to commit 6 months to our program. This program does not have different volunteer tiers. Volunteers are able to do basic activities around the shelter such as critter sitting, kennel cleaning, or attend off-site adoption events. Volunteers must complete 30 hours before community service paperwork is signed by the volunteer coordinator. Once school hours are completed, volunteers will have the option to join our shelter program. They will need to meet the program's requirements. Hours completed from community service will be rolled over to the shelter program. HSEP houses cats at 4 different retail partner locations: PetSmart Desert North, PetSmart Fountains, PetSmart Montana, and Petco Zaragoza. Volunteers in this program go to the store they live or work close to and take care of our feline residents. Volunteers in this program must commit to at least 1 shift a week at their designated location. The HSEP Nursery first opened its doors in 2018. This volunteer position is seasonal. Our nursery is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during kitten season, which begins in the springtime, peaks in the summer, and slows down in the fall. Bottle feeder volunteers must commit at least 1 3-hour shift a week. The Humane Society of El Paso offers the opportunity for those with court-mandated community service to complete their hours at the shelter. Community service volunteers will be limited to maintenance duties such as lawn mowing, washing windows, kennel scrubbing, and other duties assigned by the maintenance manager. If you wish to continue your volunteer career at HSEP after completing your hours, you will be able to transition to the shelter program, but must meet all requirements. The following core values are values we look for in an HSEP volunteer: dependable, consistent, open-minded, honest, efficient, caring, compassionate, motivated, positive, optimistic, respectful, and nurturing. Volunteers must complete a minimum of 3 scheduled shifts a month to stay active in our system. Shifts can be weekly, same day, same time, flexible, choose your own schedule within certain parameters, on call, sign up for one-time commitments depending on your schedule, If you are not able to make your shift, inform the volunteer coordinator. After 3 call no-shows, you will be deactivated from our system. Before submitting your application, please consider the following: your commute, your availability, and any personal commitments. If you are interested in joining the HSEP team, you will need to submit the appropriate application, attend and pay for orientation, read the volunteer manual, and sign up for your first shift. If you have any questions, please email volunteer@hselpaso.org. Hope to see you at our next orientation.